Do you ever feel like your voice is weak or has a lot of air in it and it just feels wimpy? Feels like it's not strong? Then you're going to love today's question. It comes from Karina Chen. She says, I have a really breathy tone. Well, hers is because she had a surgery. They were removing some body tissue, tumor basically. They were removing some tissue. So she has some airy stuff and she would like to improve her voice. Well, let me tell you, if you've ever been intubated for any surgery or had a nasal tube, any tube that's gone down through your nose or through your mouth for any medical procedure at all, you've been here. You've noticed this raspy voice you have after, and sometimes it's really airy. As a patient, because of the vocal cord prolapse that was caused by a surgery that I had 7 years ago, I have had so many intubations, I cannot count them anymore. But I'm bad at math, so not hundreds. It is true that every time you get intubated, you are irritating those tiny, thin little tissues. Your vocal cords are as thin as tissue paper, and they need lots of slime to keep them moving back and forth. So when this giant, and it feels to your tiny little vocal cords, which by the way are the length of your nail bed, your thumbnail bed, that's the length of your personal vocal cords. Then you get this gigantic plastic tube shoving its way down to these tiny little vocal cords, and anything that goes by them is going to irritate them. Sometimes they get swollen, sometimes you get bleeding blood vessels, sometimes they get damaged, and almost never, but of course in my case, you get vocal cord prolapse because they go past the vocal cord right into the muscle and just shove it and break through. Only happens to me. Don't worry about it. Just me. And I managed to get my voice back. So you're in better shape than me. All you have to do, Karina, is get some good training. You're absolutely right. You can totally rebuild that. It's muscle. Vocal muscle moves the vocal cords, and that gives you the stability or the non-stability of your voice. So I'm going to give you all just a tiny little exercise so that you can feel what it's like for your vocal cords to close and touch or not close, okay? Everybody say the word H-A, big H, ha. Okay, that is your vocal cords open, ha. If it feels like that when you're singing, it's not good. Your air is open, you're not closing the things that make sound, okay? Now go, like good. That's interesting. That really whiny, sometimes a little creaky. That is a nice light cord closure. The muscle is just doing a little squeeze so the vocal cord comes together in the middle. Now, for those of you who have a breathy issue after surgery, the slide is a really great one to start. Just a gentle, creaky kind of. It doesn't have to cover all the notes in your range, just to get that little sound there and sliding up and down. Now, what you're going to hear probably is some places where it falls apart. And that's where the irritated parts in your voice are. And it's just like, leave me alone. Don't want to do it. So as long as you're recovering, the rest of your body is recovering well, in those spots, you can just put a little press, a bigger M. Don't put it on notes, just keep it antitonal like that, slide it up and down. Where it falls apart, you press into that M, give it 2 capital M's instead of 1 little tiny lowercase m. Slide back and forth. That is the feeling of your cords coming together, your vocal cords. Vocal muscle moves the vocal cords, puts them together, and then the more you do that, I could show you about 10 different ways to make that into a power voice. But I can't do it during this video. That's the start of it though, Karina. Make sure that you let your whole body heal, but start working on the voice right away. Do those little creaky slides so you can feel what cord closure feels like in your voice. It should feel nice and easy and make you feel better that it's coming back. For more tips like this video, subscribe to our channel and make sure you watch the rest of them.